Hey, good day, my friends. It's Bunmi here, and I told you we be coming at you regularly with more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency news and information to keep you informed. So here we are. Good afternoon to you if you're watching in the afternoon here on the East Coast, or wherever you are in the world. We want you to stay tuned, whether you're watching on Facebook or whether you are on YouTube. My dad and I have committed to coming to our community, our audience, and inspiring you to this new space. We call it new. I mean, the scheme of currency things is new, not necessarily just new within the last couple of months or a few years. But we want to inspire you to learn about cryptocurrency. Now, I'm going to give a disclaimer. Um, our disclaimer is this. This is just for information purposes. And this is information from our heart. We're not going to be, even though my father's affiliated with the company, we're not talking about any certain one company in this video. We are talking about the space of cryptocurrency. We're talking about this from a standpoint to educate and inspire people that we care about, because Daddy, you and I are convinced, along with a lot of people becoming convinced in the world, that digital currency, cryptocurrency, it isn't just an anomaly, a fly by night, something that is hot for now. This is the wave of the future, and it is upon us right now. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that 100%, Boomy. Uh, Cryptocurrency is being accepted and adopted around the globe. However, uh, we're still at a small percentage of people. We're at about 11% right now globally. So 11% of 7 billion, I mean, that's like less than 800 million people. And, uh, and we're at 10%. Guys, what we're trying to say is that we want you all to get involved in the crypto space early on. We're still at the early stages. A guy said to me, Zeke, Bitcoin is $11,000. I can't buy a whole one. Oh, I said, well, you don't have to buy a whole one. You can buy $100 worth. But, even though it's 11,000, guys, I'm telling you, this is just the beginning, just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to go a lot higher. Let me put this in a certain context where you might be able to understand it. Bitcoin runs on the blockchain. It's a technology. It is digital money, digital currency, if you will. And technology, they all tend to operate in a similar fashion in the early stages. The same thing happened with Microsoft and Dell and Google. I mean, they were very volatile. Cryptocurrency is volatile because it's new technology. But as it matures, it will become less volatile. But today, it's at $11,000 and just happened to be at about 11% adoption rate, and it's about 10 years old. Guys, in the next 10 years, get this, the next 10 years, uh, it'll be at 90% adoption. I mean, everybody and his brother will be doing cryptocurrencies. The same thing happened with the internet. It took 8 years uh, for broadband to expand to 10%. And then the next 8 years, 90% of the people were online. So I want you to understand that this is happening with the space. So I'm saying all that to say this. You want to get in early. If you get in early and position yourself, you can do very well. And we need to do that because our economy, the global economy, is getting worse and worse around the world. People all around the world. I was just sending some information to my friend in Argentina. They got currency that's running 42%, and 73% of the people said we rather have cryptocurrency slash Bitcoin than to have our own peso. And we're going to be saying that in the United States in a few years because inflation is about to hit and your money is going to be worth less and less. And you want a currency that's going to be worth more and more. And in my opinion, it's a cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin. So me and my family, we are acquiring Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies like it's going out of style.
I like the sound of that. And that's why we're doing these videos, guys. Some people, when they find out about things and how they can profit, it's just about me, them, and they don't care about anybody else. But we are making these videos because we want to help our people and anybody who wants to listen. So many times we hear about things afterwards. And again, guys, as you're listening to this, don't come from the mindset of, oh, they're trying to get me into something. This isn't a network marketing company that we're talking about right now as far as you getting into when we say, hey, you need to get in early. We're talking about getting into embracing a new technology, a new currency that one day, I don't know how long it's going to take, everybody's going to know about it, and everybody's going to be, the vast majority of the people are going to be using digital money. And I just believe just the way things are ebbs and flows in the world, I mean, it's time for something new. Why would you be surprised with all the things that are going on now in the world? I mean, it's not surprising that now digital money is a thing. So because it is now a thing, when did it start? 2010, something like that, when it came on the scene. Here we are 10 years later. It's still only 11% of the people, even in the world, even own cryptocurrency. Here is your chance to profit from a new technology that's coming online in the world. One day, there'll be some people who just use it, right, to spend and buy goods and services. And then there'll be some people who profit from it. What we're trying to tell you is get yourself, your family positioned so that you can learn and profit from it. Hey, Dad, I just want to say hello because Carmen Alexander is saying good morning. Alfred is saying good morning to us. Hey, Alfred. So, guys, if you are tuning in, please just don't quickly bypass this video. This is an important conversation for your future, for your children, for your grandchildren, so things can be different for you because of this. So my father was talking about how cryptocurrency has a 11% adoption rate throughout the world. And Daddy, you were sharing with me an article that you sent to your friend in Argentina. And what did it say? 73% of the people there, what are they looking to do?
73% of the people in Argentina says cryptocurrency is best for saving in an economy that's in crisis. That's a survey. 73% of the Argentines think cryptocurrency is good because they have a very high rate of inflation and more of those people are adopting and using cryptocurrency because
so wait a minute. So are you saying that they believe in the stability more of cryptocurrency than their own regular fiat money?
Absolutely. This is exactly what they're saying.
Gotcha.
And they're saying that with their pocketbooks because more of them are embracing cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, every day because the choices are clear. I mean, do you want to operate with a money that's losing value, like 42%? That means you got to spend 42% more to buy a loaf of bread, 42% more to buy gas, 42% more to pay your rent. This is what we're talking about. And so when you can, and get this, you can simply exchange bad money for good money. You can exchange weak money for strong money. You can exchange money that buys less for money that buys more. Guys, that's pretty much a no-brainer. And this is just as simple. You still got value, but you have more value and you have more of a stable value. So this is being done all around the world, including in the United States of America, because we're about to enter an inflation era in America because supply and demand. When you start producing something, when there's a lot of it, it becomes less valuable.
Are you talking about the dollar?
I am talking about the USD, the United States dollar. Uh, you produce more in March and April, $2.2 trillion more dollars was created. So that creates, it becomes less valuable. So the dollars come buying less. And the Congress is talking about doing another 1.2
So
trillion
wait a minute,
to make
I don't. I
money.
want to make sure people are understanding. So when you're saying money was created, are you referring to like the stimulus checks, the money that the government gave to some Americans, and they just went to the printing presses and just created it out of thin air, right?
Yeah, guy, it may seem kind of complicated, but it's really not. We have to understand, money, and money has a value or should have a value, and money should be earned. I mean, and should be money should be created based on production, based on you doing something to make it. But when you start creating money out of thin air, and everybody knows that now, they understand that. I mean, the Federal Reserve didn't didn't go to work to make any money. They just started working printing presses, and
Right.
they just created this money, $2 trillion, you know, and and they gave it away. I said to my friend, I mean, how valuable is stuff if you're just giving it away, by the trillions. So I mean, yeah, everybody like it. We get some, we use some. I got some. I guarantee you, I didn't keep it long. I exchanged that funny money, fake money for real Bitcoin money. But it right now it'll buy things, and if they send it to you, take it. But let me just say that I'm saying take it, but at some point you have to pay the piper.
Hmm.
I mean, at some point, I mean, that's going to happen. This
Yes.
just can't go on. We know long-term stuff is not free. I mean, you pay for it one way or the other. But yeah, I just want to encourage everybody to get involved in the crypto space. I was just reading an article just in the month of July, 3.5 million crypto wallets was downloaded just in July. That's up 110% for the year. Now, I hope you guys are just looking at this video. I hope you were one of those in that 3.5 million, because you need to be in there. Uh, I'm of the philosophy that every child should have a wallet, just like every child should have a bank
But wait a
account.
minute. Remember, we got people watching, like Carmen is saying, well, how do you get it? We got some brand new people. When you say every child should have a wallet, they're thinking, okay, let me go to Walmart and buy a wallet. So we got to talk about what you really mean.
Oh, what I really mean, yeah, we use the term wallet, but it's a crypto wallet. It's a cryptocurrency. It's not a physical wallet. It's a wallet that's literally, online, and you use it just like you put dollar bills in your wallet or in your purse. This is what we call a digital wallet. This is where you keep your digital money.
Yes.
Bitcoin is digital money. So you keep it there in your wallet that you have control of it. And boom, I want to emphasize that. See, one of the differences between fiat money and crypto money is that fiat money, there's always a third party, the bank, the federal government, and they got control of the money. With digital money, you have control of it. Uh, your wallet is your own personal wallet. The government, the banks, nobody can get into your wallet. This is money. This is the people's money. This is not the government's money, and this is evolving. Yeah, we're gonna have a time when there are gonna be multiple kinds of money or currency, and people gonna make a decision. Which is the better currency that I should have? Should it be cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, or should it be dollars or euros or pesos or what have you? The people in Argentina and other countries around the world, they're making that decision, and they're choosing crypto money because they can control it. The government
Yes.
is inflating the money, and the money becoming less valuable, buying less goods and services. You need more and more of it.
So we have people who are joining us, and people are asking questions like, hey, well, how do you get it? And what exactly is it? And is it real? We understand that a lot of you all watching this video are brand new to the cryptocurrency space. Normally, we have my father's number up there. I'm going to give his number because we want to get all your questions answered. It's very easy to open a wallet. It doesn't cost anything to open most wallets. You just need to fund it, and it doesn't take a lot of money to fund it. So we're not saying it takes a lot of money to start this, but this is something that we are fervent about helping our families with and bringing it to you as well. You know, it doesn't do us just good just when our family eats. We want you to eat well too. And so, Carmen, here's the number. Whoever wants the number, you can text my dad at 310-920-5103. That is 310-920-5103. Write that number down, lock it in, text and say, hey, I heard you talking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. I want to find out more about this. So, I have some friends and associates who have become millionaires already in the cryptocurrency space. And when they started in whatever endeavors they were going to do, they didn't call me and tell me. They didn't make a video about it. I could be a multi-millionaire now if they said, hey, Bunmi, if I had made the right decision and made that same decision that they made, life could be very different now for future generations. But they did not. See, that's how most people do. Most people, of course, they don't put their financial business out there. Most people, when they find something good, they're not going out to tell others about it. But for us, this is bigger than us. For us, we're saying, do yourself and future generations a service. We want you to prosper. We want to impact our communities for the better. We want to change our neighborhoods, our kids, our families, where we can travel, what we do, how we invest, the being able to buy real estate and land. And guys, we got to get ahead of the game, right? Don't wait until like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're saying, man, I wish I had. We want you to say, oh, I'm so glad I did. I saw a video one day and they were talking about something that maybe I just heard a little bit about, and I started investigating and exploring it, and I got in, and now my life and my family is different, and my grandchildren know my name. That's what we're talking about for you guys. So again, Daddy, I'm give your number 310-920-5103. So, okay, Daddy, one of the things that you are saying is before you go back out of the country to live maybe 18 months, whenever you're going to go, you have a goal for the family. I want you to share that perspective with everybody else so they can see some of the things that they may want to do for their family.
Absolutely, Bunmi. This goal started to materialize when I was living in Panama, 2017, and that's when I really, really first discovered Bitcoin. I'm retired. I'm there. I'm living on the beach, not doing anything, enjoying the sunshine, walking the beach, and along comes this cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and God, I was fascinated about it because I found out that it's a technology. And I've been in business for 30 plus years, and I've seen a lot of technologies come and go. For example, Microsoft, I saw that back in the 80s. I saw Apple's in the 90s. I saw all of these I saw all of these technologies. And I saw them, God, in hindsight. Had I seen them in foresight, like I'm seeing Bitcoin, uh, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you today. I would be uh, on the beach, probably on my own island by now. But nevertheless, Bitcoin came along to me in 2017. I, I was intrigued by it because I was looking at these other guys that was in a year or two or three before, and they was making thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands. Some made millions because they got in super early and they understood where it was going. I first got in when it was $1,200, and that was just 2017 in April. That very year, it went up to 20,000, came back down to five. But now I'm there and I'm looking for a vehicle. I got Bitcoin, but there was one other ingredient I was looking for: education. God, we need education in all that we do when pertaining to money. But I was looking for a what I call an educational academy where I could educate my grandkids and my great grandkids. We got 20 of them, and I wanted something where not only would I, give them money or Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, but they would understand it. They would be able to know about it. They will grow it. So that's what I was looking for. A long story short, uh, came back to the States because of the pandemic. Um, a month ago, I found this vehicle that I was looking for my family. It's a combination of uh, showing people how to acquire Bitcoin for free and levels of education. Within this club, it's not a company; it's a private club. You have to be invited in, but each level that you earn money, it opens up more education. That makes sense to me. The more money you need, the more education you need, and all the way up to 10 levels. And this is why I say every child should have a wallet because you need it and you need to educate your children. And this is what I'm doing here. So I'm extending it out to our community. Now, those of you that might call me. If I don't get back to you, give me a little time because um, I'm not necessarily in retirement now. I'm back working again and loving it because this time I'm doing all the things that I want to do, sharing this kind of information with my family, with the community, letting them get a head start. See, this is what I believe in this crypto space. I mean, innovation comes. You just can't stop innovation. This is the innovation that's here. It's here to stay. I know that. I'm convinced of that. Uh, a lot of um, the the Wall Street people, the institutional investors, guys, they're all over this. And to me, Boomy, this is a chance for us to play catch up in a big way and pretty quickly. We're not talking about a 10-year plan. I am talking about a 15-month plan. A 15-month, you could become, I mean, you could acquire thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars if you get educated. You got to have a plan. But when people come to me so often and say, well, I want to get in Bitcoin because I want to make money. No, no, no. That's not a plan. I mean, people do that all the time and they lose money. You got to have a plan, you know. So we have a plan. I mean, right now the plan is accumulation. I mean, we are exchanging, bad money for good money, every week. And this is what you need to do. This is what I'm doing. But family, I want you to know 3.5 million people downloaded an app, a wallet, in the month of July alone. I hope our people were a part of that 3.5 million because people are understanding this. People are getting involved. People are educating themselves, and they're going to do well over time because it is still early to get in. I mean, only 11% of the people in the globe have either know about it or have participated in any way, and most people have participated in a small way. So, once again, uh, text me, and that's probably the best way to get a hold of me. If I don't get back with you right away, I will over time. But I'll be happy to have a conversation with you. This is my favorite thing. I like to talk about 24/7. I'm still studying it. I have learned quite a bit about this, so I probably can answer whatever question you might have.
Well, thank you so much for having an open heart just to be willing to get on this technology and share what you know for free with the people to inspire them to make a difference for their family. So, listen, guys, rappers are singing about Bitcoin in their songs. Giant Food has a kiosk selling Bitcoin. You go to malls and you see Bitcoin ATMs in this country and in other countries. It's called a clue, guys. It is a clue. Something is happening. Some people are going to embrace it, and some people it's going to go right past them. You need to make sure that you are the one that stops, pays attention, and says, wait a minute, something is happening. How can I benefit? How can I profit? How can I finally be on the other side of the money instead of the losing side? How can I be on the other side and actually win this money game? You got your chance now, guys. Don't let it go through your fingers.
Hey, Boom, I want to make another point.
Sure.
How this cryptocurrency is being adopted. You know, uh, most people go to the supermarket every day. They go shopping. So, Jerry and I, we went to the market the other day. We took one of our grandsons, Kalonji, and we had a list of things to do. And guess what? On that list of things to buy was Bitcoin. We went to the market last week and we bought Bitcoin at the market. So we do that.
Really?
You real Bitcoin right here in Howard County at the supermarket. We put the bad money in and we got the good money out. See, guys, it's being adopted. People, you may not be in the know, but a lot of people are in the know. And guys, we want you to be in the know. You get involved, get educate yourself, and let's prosper together and make up for some lost time.
Absolutely. Hey, you and mommy didn't tell me you did that. Did she video it?
Oh, yeah, Kalonji was with us. Yeah, we did that.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, very, very simple. Only three steps. You put your money in, you follow the prompt, and then it'll spit your bitcoins out to you.
But wait a minute. Did it go into your wallet? Where did it go?
No, it goes into your hand. Then you bring it back home, and you go online and you put it in your wallet.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm going to have to go through that process so I can grasp that.
Yeah, you can
Hmm.
go right up on Clarksville at the Giants, up all the Giants down here. It's everywhere. It's all the Giants.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that this week. Hey,
I did a
Roy, my
search.
friend Roy said we have a Bitcoin machine in Jacksonville. Yes, probably more than you even know, Roy. You gotta get with it, man. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, if you're part of my audience, part of our following, part of our Facebook family or YouTube, guys, get with this. We're gonna be coming to you a couple times a week, sharing more and more videos to inspire our people to profit and to learn about this new space, this new technology. Like if Bitcoin is actually a technology, it does something. Behind the cryptocurrencies, there is a technology that's new, that's going to change the way that money flows and operates and how people around the world connect with money and all of that. So it's just not something that somebody made up that has no value. I mean, there's really it's a technology that goes to make life better for us and to change the way that things are done.
Let me add this. We may not know this, but Bitcoin is being accepted all around the world. You can buy a house with Bitcoin. People are buying cars with Bitcoin. I can take my phone right now and go to Starbucks and buy coffee with Bitcoins. I mean, you can buy anything. You're gonna be seeing more and more signs that say, "Well, we accept Bitcoin." Uh, there was a company, a Wall Street company, just last month. I mean, the CEO, they had a meeting with the board of directors. They have $550 million in reserve. They was holding that the whole reserve money for whatever, and the board decided that it would be prudent because we have a fiduciary relationship with our shareholders. to take 250 million of that reserve money and buy Bitcoin. They bought 21,000 Bitcoin. And then the media asked them, well, why did you do that? And the answer was, we have this fiduciary relationship with our shareholder, and we determined this was the best thing to do for our shareholder, to use the currencies that we think will hold the value better than the US dollar. And this is a big company, guys. That is the big clue. Now, Boomy, since then, two other companies has followed suit.
Well, listen, that's a clue for me. You know, I took some of my fiat money and I exchanged it for Bitcoin. I did it several times this week. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP. So I'm kind of, spreading it out. But I know you taught Bitcoin is the safest, is the granddaddy of them all, and it ain't going nowhere. So, guys, hint, hint, clue, clue. We just shared some powerful tips and insights with you. Oh, and my grandbabies are here, so I'm going to have to go. But this is what we're talking about, guys. Doing it for the future. Come on. Your grandkids deserve
He's gonna have a wallet this month or next month.
You're going to have a Bitcoin wallet this month. You ever heard of Bitcoin? You never heard of Bitcoin?
You have.
Oh, I'm going to tell your daddy. He should be teaching you about Bitcoin. All righty. See ya. Thanks for sharing with everybody, Daddy. Say bye. Bye-bye. I see a dog.